Hey, Bolo buddies. Thanks for watching. All right, you guys, in this video, we're going to talk about big money bolos, items to be on the lookout for, items you can hopefully buy low and flip for a profit. I'm going to tell you where they got it, what they paid for it, and what it sold for. If you guys would like to join my Bolo Buddies Facebook group, this is what it looks like. It's down in the description of the video under the link tree. Come share your bolo, and I will feature it in a video just like this. Please shout out any social media that you want me to mention or your eBay store, anything that you're trying to promote, and I will put it in the video. This one says, oh, excuse me. Purchase this vintage Commonwealth nylon parachute material pink elephant at a yard sale for $1 at the end of August. Just sold it at the end of October for full asking price of $165. My store is No Flippin' Way. I love your eBay store name. I always say on Whatnot that a catchy name that's easy to remember is really, really important. That would be a fabulous Whatnot name. So if you're not on Whatnot, you might want to grab that name because it's a good one. And she said, "Thank you for all you do." Thank you so much for sharing. So a lot of times these are called puff a lump, but I don't think this one's a puff a lump. But if you find the puff a lumps, they're worth big money as well. So be on the lookout for this nylon material. Parachute material is a very good keyword. A lot of people search that when they're searching for these, but they're definitely a bolo. Great find. Vintage Polly Pocket Wizard of Oz. Look at that little cutie. And it says, picked up a small box of mixed toys at a yard sale for $2. It was a box filled with little treasures, and Dorothy was at the bottom of the box with a couple more Polly Pockets. Sold for full asking price of $39.99. We are the Keystone Pickers, and you can find our eBay store as Keystone Pickers right here, guys. Little Polly Pocket. Yep, some of those Polly Pockets are worth some money. Look them up. This one here is a vintage fossil Conrail limited edition train watch, wooden case. Picked up this beautiful watch at a garage sale for $5 and was surprised when I got it home to see its value. I did end up taking it to a local jeweler's to have a new battery installed, costing an additional $20. Sold for full asking price of $189.99 plus shipping. All right, guys. So what do you do with watches? Do you just sell them as is, or do you put batteries in them? Does it depend on the watch? So I don't know. It's a great question, right? So put that information in the comments. If you can't change them yourself, it's kind of pricey. The next one here. Starbucks, been there series mug, New Orleans, excellent used condition, coffee or tea. Here it is. Those Starbucks mugs, guys, always look them up. Some of them are big money. She said, I finally found a Starbucks mug worth picking up. Found at a local auction for $3. Listed for $69.99 with best offer on. Sold in 4 days for an offer of $45 plus shipping. So the return was awesome, and it was a quick sale. I was super happy to give someone a great deal. I am Useful Treasures for you. Ooh, that's a good name too. Good job, guys, on the names. And she is also Useful Treasures on Mercari. Thanks for doing these videos. They are very helpful. Oh, thank you for sharing. I love seeing you guys as bolos. I appreciate it very much. This one here, maybe not a big bolo, but I paid $1.69 a pound at the Goodwill bins. 2 rolls were open. Listed them for 90 and sold on a best offer of 60 in less than a week. Less than a week, $60. That's a bolo in my eyes. She said she got it at the bins. It is Mary Englebright. If you guys do not know, put this name in your head. And if you see anything that's hers, look it up because some of her stuff is a bolo. And it's wallpaper border, guys. Mary Englebright. The next item is this Collars & Co. men's 2XL dress shirt. I have never heard of this brand. Do you think it was the size is the reason that it went higher, or do you think it's the brand? I have no idea. She got it at the Goodwill for $4, already sold in less than a week for full asking price. I'm thinking it might be the size. I always did well when I did clothing with plus size and big and tall stuff. So you guys that are clothing resellers, let me know down in the comments. This one is a Superman tin lunchbox vintage robot superhero 1954 metal collectible. You guys, she got this at a garage sale for $2, put it on a 5-day auction on eBay and sold it for $433.51. That is fabulous. This is Piece of Scrap, as you can see right here on eBay and YouTube. Be sure to check her out on YouTube as well, guys. This one is a Snap-on primary cartridges, fast track troubleshooter lot with reference disc. So I don't know what this is. Paid a dot or sorry, paid 100 for a lot of older Snap-on products. I already tripled my money, listed these for 150 and accepted an offer of 100. Took a few months to sell. All the small things 72 on eBay and resell and bloom on Facebook and YouTube. There you go, guys. Yeah, anything Snap-on, definitely look it up. The next item here is this refill filter. I love this one. I love these unexpected ones. She said, I got 4 of these from a clean out I did at no cost. They are discontinued, listed them for 20 a piece and sold one within a week for full asking price plus shipping. Still have 3 left. Update, just sold 2 more. So she has now turned free into $60 with a potential of 80. And this is all the small things 72 on eBay and resell and bloom on Facebook and YouTube. So you guys give her a follow over on those places. Jimmy's 6.5-foot Halloween inflatable airblown happy Halloweener dog. It's a dachshund. Oh boy. Picked this up at the Goodwill outlet about a year ago for under 4. It did not sell last year. However, it sold on Poshmark for full price 75. Buyer needed it fast because hers stopped inflating. Oh, thanks for letting us share our bolos. Thanks for sharing the funny one. The funny title. Halloweener. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys. Here's the next one. Thomas Kincaid Carolers and horse-drawn sleigh, ceramic and metal. Ooh, that's pretty, isn't it? eBay store, nooks, crannies, and irresistibles. Found this at the last day of an estate sale, paid 5, sold for full asking price plus shipping. I did have it for almost a year, but since the holidays are almost here, it developed some interest. It was in great shape and an unusual find. I just knew someone else would also think it was cool. It was one of those larger items I was so glad to see go, as I need the room for the tons of other items in my huge money pile, waiting their turn to be listed. Thanks, Courtney. I love watching your Bolo videos on YouTube. Please keep them coming. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for sharing. It's funny that she said it was a large item and she was happy to see it go. I have shelves of large items. And what I recently just did was I put them on auction. I reduced the price drastically because I just want them gone. From now on, I think when it's bigger items, I'm going to be more selective because they take up so much space. And I'm happy to say I sold 2 of them today and they are leaving the house tomorrow. So pretty happy about that. So if you guys rework your listings, lower the prices, figure out how much you have in it, is it worth storing? And, you can relist at a lower price. Panzer Leader 1974 board game, Avalon Hill. World War II, complete unpunched. So unpunched means that these little card things that you punch out, they have never been punched. That's what unpunched means. That's a good keyword if it's something like this. I love selling vintage board games, even when incomplete. I'm usually able to part out the pieces. I got these 2 from an estate sale for 10, more than I usually spend, but comps looked good. In this case, one of these games was completely new and unpunched, and the other was used maybe once. I listed the unpunched one for 99 and the other for 39. 10 days later, I had an offer for 110 for both, which I excuse me, which I accepted. Don't skip the board games. House and home thrifts on eBay. And I only pulled up one of the listings. Sorry about that. So I'm not sure what the other one looked like. This one here is a vintage 1970s Ron. I'm not even going to attempt that last name. Suede fabric puff Art Sun Sunshine MCM 24 by 24. I think it's a wall hanging, maybe. Yeah, I think. I always love finding MCM boho retro style items. They always tend to sell quickly locally. I found this puffy fabric art piece at the Goodwill for $4.39. I was shocked when I looked this up and when I got home. His work sells for hundreds of dollars. I decided to list it on eBay, even though it was a larger size. I listed it for $395. And within a week, someone offered 300 and I gladly accepted. Ooh, that's great. House and home thrifts. Yeah, I don't like shipping pictures and stuff. I'll do it if, it's a higher dollar thing, but man, it's tough. It's not worth it to me to sell something for 50 and spend 40 minutes trying to package it. Plus, you have to pay for all the packaging materials, and then you have to worry if it's going to arrive okay. I don't know where I learned to talk. Sorry, guys. The next one, Gucci paid $13.89 for this at a thrift store, plus to get authentic. Oh, he had to get it authenticated. Got from a local thrift store in North Carolina. I thought it was fake, but it is vintage Gucci. Taken 4 weeks to sell. Took a best offer of $280. Fabulous. There you go. So he had to pay to get it of that little certificate there. Have you guys ever done that? Who do you guys use and how much does it usually cost? And do you actually send the bag in or do you just take photos of it? Let me know down in the comments. The next item is this vintage, rare vintage Jack's beer pitcher and 4 glasses with no damages. Looky there. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to ship that. That looks like a nightmare. Oh my goodness. Got this beautiful set of Jack's beer glasses and pitcher at a garage sale in my neighborhood for only $5. I love the elegant handles and the unique pitcher spout. When searching online others, I came up empty. Posted for $175, not knowing the value. Sold it in 11 days and took an offer of $150. Thank you for featuring my Bolo. My store can be found on most resale sites as Kel's Life or Kel's Life 918. Awesome. And it looks like she's a new seller. So way to go on taking a risk and shipping something like that. That's crazy. Oh, those are, oh my. That makes it even harder to ship. Look, it doesn't even connect. Ah, that's so scary. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you like to sell glass? Or I shouldn't say sell it. Do you like to ship it? I mean, we all like to sell anything that'll make money, right? We're resellers after all, but shipping that, oh my goodness. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check out some of the tutorials that I use for my business. I also wanted to say a huge thank you. I just had my first video hit 100,000 views. It's actually a video that I did. I had some people asking me to make it, and I was like, "Oh, I don't wanna make a tutorial about whatnot," and I did it, and of course, it's my number 1 video, and if you watch it and you wonder why it's got, like, at the beginning, there's, like, a big thing in front of my face. So, I was trying to edit something and do a blur, and I messed up the timestamp, I guess, and it blurred my face at the beginning, so I don't know. Everybody has been so sweet about it, and so many people come in and thank me, and I'm just like, "I cannot believe that they're thanking me for that video." It's terrible, but it does have a lot of useful information if you would like to learn to sell on Whatnot. I did link it down below. It's, Bolo Buddies Whatnot for Beginners, and that teaches you the setup. Now, I do things a lot different now. I do a grab and sell style, and, in that video, I was showing you how to screenshot to add it into your preloaded as you list, which is still a good idea if you want to keep those items preloaded for the next show. There are definitely pros and cons, but you're not going to move through selling as quickly. You're not going to sell as many items, but it really just depends on your business model, right? You can also preload and just have everything ready to go. So that would be like creating eBay listings and then you auction them off, which gives people the opportunity to pre-bid, which is another great thing. And I've done it all 3 ways, and there is no wrong way to do Whatnot. Okay, that's not true. There's probably a wrong way, but there's lots of options of good ways to do Whatnot. So you just have to figure out what works for you. So if you're thinking about Whatnot, I do have a referral link down below. You can get $15 to shop if you use that to join. And then if you want to sell, just after you join with that, come back and I have a seller's link in the description. And there's also a perk that Whatnot offers for that. They like match if you have a show within the first week. I can't remember all the details, but it's pretty good. So definitely check that out down below. If you're already on Whatnot as a buyer, you can just go down and grab the seller's link. So what else did I want to tell you guys? Oh, List Perfectly. If you're new here, I do talk about List Perfectly a lot. I love it. I've been using it since 2019. It's a cross-posting service, but it does a whole lot more than that. Tutorials down below. Check them out. Fabulous. I'm on Mercari, Poshmark, eBay, and Whatnot. But since they added Whatnot, I've been getting a lot of items over to my Buy It Now. And today I just had an offer on 2 Loving Family toys. It was a cowboy and a cowgirl. and they came to my Whatnot and offered me 16 on a $20 item, and I went ahead and took it, and the buyer paid shipping on that. And I just realized that I did my shipping and I haven't shipped it yet. So I need to go and ship that. That is so funny. But that was a marketplace sale, not during a show. So what's great about Whatnot is there's a marketplace. So if you don't want to do live shows, you can just use the marketplace, and that's like selling on a platform. But if you're doing a live show, you can put those items in your buy it now, and people can make offers during your show, and then they get discounted shipping on that. So I know I've talked about this before, and that's why I saved it for the end of the video so that people don't get annoyed, because I've been getting some little comments and I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to help you guys grow your businesses. So if you want to check out Whatnot, go for it. And if you don't, that's okay too. But if you want to source on Whatnot, it's a great place to pick up some good items that you can flip for a profit. A lot of people start their items low. And I mentioned in another video, I'm starting to do Monday mornings at 8:18 a.m. Eastern time. And I'm doing some dollar start trays. So the whole tray is a big old tangle pile of jewelry, grab and sell style dollar starts. So if you guys want to join me at one of those shows, that would be fabulous. But my normal nights are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9:18 p.m. Eastern time. And I mostly do jewelry. So I hope to see you guys at a show. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Check out those tutorials. There's also one on how to cross post to Whatnot for using List Perfectly. So check that out as well if you guys are on Whatnot already and you sell on other platforms, because you can get your items over there fast, and it's potential for more money for you to gain more eyes, because a lot of the people that are shopping on Whatnot, they're probably not shopping. Well, they might be. I shop on all the platforms, so maybe they are. But I always say, like, Poshmark has their buyers, Mercari has their buyers. There's just different people that like different platforms. I mean, we're all the same, right? What's your favorite platform to buy on? Put it in the comments. Let's see what everybody says. Favorite platform to sell on. And we'll see how many people made it this far in the video, because if nobody answers, then everybody already tuned out by now. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for watching.